What's up, health lovers? My name is Mercedes, and we are on day 6 of the Raw Generation Spring Cleanse. So, the cleanse is going well. I've been following 3 guidelines. The first one is to eat raw food only, and I can tell you I've done that successfully for 6 days in a row. So I'm super proud of myself. Pat on the back, Mercedes. Okay, give yourself a pat on the back if you've been eating raw. And the second guideline is to eat from 12 to 8 p.m., which sometimes I start eating later in the day, like at 2 p.m. So I'm eating a little bit later, but I have, for the most part, been sticking to that 8-hour window. And the third guideline is to go to bed at 10 p.m., and that just has not been happening. So this morning when I revisited my goals, I decided to see where I was lacking boundaries and to place some so I can get better at going to bed and not being so distracted. The reason I'm doing this is so my body can properly heal by getting enough rest, and I want to improve my mental health. So while I do like social media, I want to make sure that I'm not looking at it too much, because I don't want to take on the ideas of the world. I want to very much so listen to the God in me and my ideas be from that. I don't think anything's wrong with good influence, but I just don't want too much influence. So that's where I'm at. And honestly, I did some journaling this morning. There was something that I really needed to pay attention to that I hadn't got around to. And this thing arose like 4 or 5 days ago. And I was like, oh, I gotta deal with this. Because we know how easy it is to ignore what you don't want to pay attention to. So after I finished journaling, it kind of put me in a blah kind of mood. But the self-care work, the journaling, all that kind of stuff, it's not always like, I journaled today, I feel like, a butterfly. I'm just floating on air. It's not always like that. It's like, go in, do the work, release, forgive yourself, forgive others, and just breathe. Yeah, but I'm about to go walk around a park, because with that release that I did this morning, I do feel like I need fresh air, okay? This planet is made so beautifully, like you have the air, the trees, the ground, beautiful colors in nature, the birds chirping. All of that adds to healing. I promise it does. And although the sun isn't out, it's like the clouds are out, and that's kind of like my mood right now. The sun ain't always going to be out. Sometimes, there will be clouds and a lot of wind. But that's okay. So I really enjoyed my mini hike, getting outdoors. It was such a good idea. And you got to hydrate right after walking or exercising. I went to Whole Foods and got some beets and tofu, and then I made my way to Trader Joe's. I have a peach kombucha, a coconut water, some bananas. These are my favorite oranges, sumo oranges. Some himiko wraps, which I love for tacos, nutritional yeast, plenty of B vitamins, some tofu and tempeh. I'll spread that out throughout the weeks. A shallot, some mushrooms, some garlic, butter leaf lettuce, broccoli, and avocado. I went to Whole Foods and I grabbed that peanut butter while I was there and some red grapes. I followed up my meal with plenty of liquids, so I have some sea moss lemonade. My restaurant makes this. It's so delicious. And then I had some fresh juice. And after all the hydration, I decided to make me a simple wrap for dinner. They were so delicious. And for dessert, I had a big bowl of red grapes. I hope your cleanse is going well. Thank you so much for joining me. Until next time, take care.